Hello everyone. In this class we are discussing about properties of S parameters. S parameters are nothing but scattering or S parameters. Scattering parameters are complex quantities in microwave network. Okay, so these parameters show different kinds of properties. They are listed as given. Okay, the first property that we are discussing here is the symmetric property. Symmetry property. It states that if a microwave junction satisfy a reciprocity condition, the junction is a linear passive circuit and the S parameters are equal to their corresponding transposes. That is, the conditions are, the statement is giving us the condition for a symmetry property. If a microwave junction, we are talking about the junctions here. In previous classes that two-port network we have taken, no, there junction A, junction B, point A, point B. Regarding that, we had a discussion based on that. Okay, so if a microwave junction, if we are considering, then it should satisfy a reciprocity condition. Along with that, the junction should be a linear passive circuit, and the S parameters then the S parameters are equal to their corresponding transposes. That is, Sij is equal to Sji, or S is equal to S transpose. Okay, if you see the example here, so we are considering a S matrix of two-port network, which is given as S is equal to S11, S12. Okay, S11 and S12, S21, S22. Okay, what will be the transpose of that one? That is, S transpose is given by, so transpose means this line S11, S21. Again, at the second row we are going to consider the column, that is S12, S22. Okay, so this is by the symmetric property, sorry, by the symmetric property, S12 is equal to S21 we are going to consider, that is Sij is equal to Sji, no. So with the symmetric property, what we are going to consider, S12 is equal to S21. Okay, so consider 3 cross 3 matrix. Okay, consider the 3 cross 3 matrix where S11, S12, S132, S31, S32, S33. If we take the transpose of that one, we are ending up with rows are converted into columns here. S11, S12, S13. Okay, so by the symmetric property, what we can write, S12, that is Sij is equal to Sji, S12 is equal to S21, S13 is equal to S31, S23 is equal to S32. Okay, so the symmetry property results from the fact that the transmission of energy from port 1 to port 2 is exactly equal in magnitude to the transmission of energy from port 2 to port 1, that is in a reverse direction. Okay, provided that the network is bilateral and there are no losses in it. At that condition, the symmetry property works for the microwave network. Okay, we'll discuss about the second property now. The second property here we are taking as unity property or unitary property, it can be called as. This property states that the sum of the products of each term, okay, the sum of the product of each term of any row or column of S matrix multiplied by its complex conjugate is going to be equal to unity. Okay, is going to be equal to unity. That is, the sum of the product of each term of any row. if I take the example of S11, S12, S21, S22 means the sum of product of each term of any row. I mean S11, S12. Okay. Sum of product of any each term, products of each term of any row or column, okay, of S matrix multiplied by its complex conjugate, that is Sij into Sij complex conjugate. This one is Sij's complex quantity, that is going to be equal to unity for j is equal to 1 to n. Okay, so the summation of I to k Sij into complex conjugate of Sij is going to be equal to 1. Understood? This is the second property. Third property is zero property. That is, it states that the sum of the product of each term of any row or column multiplied by the complex conjugate of the corresponding terms, okay, of the corresponding terms of any other row, of corresponding terms of any other row. Okay, that is the product of sum of product of each term of any row, each term of any row or column multiplied by the complex conjugate. Complex conjugate, which complex conjugate? The complex conjugate of the corresponding terms of any other row is going to be equal to 0. That is summation Sik Sij. Okay, it is not ij here, it is Ik. Okay, Sij. Okay, so complex conjugate of corresponding terms of any other row, corresponding terms of any other row, if you are going to multiply, then if you are going to take the sum of product of these two means that is going to be equal to 0 for k values varying from 1 to n as it was for j. Okay, this is the zero property. Okay, next is the phase shift property. Phase shift property means if any of the terminal planes, okay, if any of the terminal planes is moved away from the junction by an electric distance bk or lk, each of the coefficient Sij involving k will be multiplied by the factor e to the power of minus j bk lk. Okay, so that is any of the terminal planes. If we are going to consider the example of kth port here, if we are going to move that away from the junction means for a distance of bk lk, then each of the coefficient of Sij involving k is going to be multiplied with e to the power of minus j bk lk. Okay, so any change in the specified location of the terminal planes of an arbitrary junction will affect only the phase of the scattering coefficient of the junction. So S dash, we are going to call that as S dash is equal to phi into S phi. What is phi? It is given as like this. Okay, the phi will be given in matrix form like this. Okay, so phi 11, phi 22 up to phi nk. Okay, it is going to be written as phi nk into e to the power of minus j bk lk. The k values varies from 1 to n. Hence, the phase shift property is applicable to a shift of reference plane. As the name is depicting, phase, if you are going to change the phase, then what we are going to do? Change the phase means the reference is the junction for us here. from the junction, if we are going to uh, take any terminal plane is going to be moved away from the junction, then that that parameter should be multiplied by e to the power of minus bk lk. What are these bk lk? That is going to be represented as the distance. Okay, so given some of the examples here, you can go through the notes. Okay, it is very easy, you can easily understand this. These are the equations that we have already discussed on. Okay, so problems are easy. If time permits, we'll discuss on this. So those are the four properties of S parameters, which is going to be the important question from the examination point of view. You should uh, concentrate on these parameters. Okay, so the question is going to be like, explain the properties of S parameters. Okay, four properties are there: symmetry property, unity property, zero property, and phase shift property. Hope you have a um, knowledge on these things. Okay, so we'll continue with the next topic now. So next is reciprocal or lossless network. These are the important topics. It is not given in syllabus actually. So, but we'll have a eye on these things. Okay. If if you are going to get any question on this in your examination, then it will be there with you. Okay, there in your mind, so that you can get marks from these things also. Okay, it is not directly given in the text, but we are discussing about this. Okay, so reciprocal and lossless network. So what is this reciprocal network? It is nothing but uh, a network where the power losses are same between any two ports. Okay, the power loss between two ports are going to be equal irrespective of the direction of the signal flow. Hope you understood what is happening in a reciprocal or reciprocal and lossless network. This is the topic, and in reciprocal network, what is happening? The power losses are same between any two ports irrespective of the direction of propagation. Okay, so when it is going to be called as a reciprocal, when it is passive and contains only isotropic materials, and it should satisfy reciprocity theorem. Okay, so it is always has a symmetric S parameter. That is parameter means Sij is equal to Sji. So S21 is equal to S12, S13 is equal to S31. Okay, so two port reciprocal network means, excuse me, if the port 1 and 2 are interchange for a two port network, and the performance of the microwave device is still the same, then we call that as network is reciprocal network. Okay, so suppose we have a port 1 and port 2. What we are doing, we are just interchanging them. Okay, port 1 and port 2 are going to be interchanged. Okay, at that time, after interchanging them, port 1 and port 2, if the performance of the microwave devices are still same, okay, there is no changes in the performance of the microwave network, then we call that network as reciprocal network. Lossless network means a passive network in which total power leaving the end ports is equal to total incident power to the network. Okay, if we consider a passive network, there the total power leaving the inputs should be equal to the total power incident to the network. Okay, lossless network always has a unitary s parameter, which is given by Sij is equal to Sij conjugate, the sum of product of Sij and its complex conjugate, that should be equal to 1. So in a lossless network, no real power can be delivered to the network. So next we'll discuss about symmetry of S matrix for reciprocal network. So for a reciprocal junction, the S matrix is symmetrical. Okay, that is Sij is equal to Sji. The symmetry of scattering matrix, usually it is going to be a consequence of reciprocity, and we are going to assume that as a normalization. For a reciprocal network, that is V is equal to Z into I means it is A minus B. This can be written as A plus B. Okay, this can be written as, we also write this as Z plus U into B is equal to Z minus U into A. Okay, therefore B, if we write, means it is going to be the inverse of Z plus U into this thing into A. Call this as equation 1. So S matrix equation for the network is expressed as B is equal to S into A. This thing we are knowing. So if we compare these two equations 1 and 2, what we are going to get, B is equal to S into A. S means it is going to be equal to Z plus U inverse into Z minus U. Okay, so S becomes equal to Z plus U inverse into Z minus U. So for our convenience, what we are going to do is, I'm going to call this as R and this as Q. Okay, so for reciprocal network, we know Z matrix is symmetrical, so RQ is equal to QR. So for my convenience, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to uh, multiply with the Q inverse on both the sides. Okay, so my intention is to get the transpose of these things. Okay, that is Q inverse into R is equal to R into Q inverse, which is equal to yes. So transpose of S is S to the power of T. Like this we are going to express the transpose, no? So S transpose is equal to Z minus U. That is Q means Q um yeah, Q means Z plus U. Okay, Z plus U. So S transpose means it is going to be equal to Z minus U, that is R transpose into Z plus U, that is Q inverse. Okay, so hope you are getting this, R into Q inverse. So transpose of this we are taking, no, S transpose, so I'm representing R as R transpose. Hope you understood. As usual, Q inverse, Q transpose, wait a second, it is one more bracket is there, yeah, it is R transpose, because S is R into Q inverse. Okay, so R is what? Z minus U. Z minus U. S transpose means R transpose into Q inverse transpose. This thing. R transpose into Q inverse transpose. So we are written like this. Q transpose whole inverse. Hope you understood. Since the Z matrix is symmetrical, We can write that as Z minus U transpose is equal to Z minus U, simply Z minus U. So Z plus U transpose means Z plus U. Simply we can represent them like this. Okay. So therefore, S transpose is equal to Z minus U into Z plus U whole inverse. Wait a second. Okay. Z minus U into Z plus U inverse. That is, Z plus U means it is nothing but Q. This is R. S transpose is equal to R into Q inverse. This is nothing but, it is similar to S. Okay. So we have proved that reciprocal device has same transmission characteristics on either direction of a pair of ports. That is, what was S here? S is Z plus U whole inverse into Z minus U. Okay. So if we are taking S transpose means it is going to be Z plus U transpose whole inverse into Z minus U transpose. Okay. That is what we have written here. Okay. So as it is symmetrical, the transpose can be written as Z minus U, Z plus U. Okay, if we substitute for S transpose, then we are going to get R into Q inverse. So, S transpose is equal to S. We have proved this. Okay, in the next class, we'll discuss about the scattering matrix for lossless junction. Thank you.